Greetings, Brian Keeler here. It's in the middle of August, I think it's the 20th, and I'm at Monhegan Island off the coast of Maine. We took the ferry here from Port Clyde this morning, and I'm endeavoring to do a alla prima painting of the bay here. We're right in front of the hotel, and it's a spot that many painters have painted, including the Wyeths and George Bellows and a number of others that we just looked at in the Farnsworth. I just saw some wonderful paintings. But one of the main inspirations today was the clouds, and I've used, Frank Benson. We just saw a show of his work at the Farnsworth, and what I've endeavored to do is keep them kind of airy and less defined than I usually do. But the main thing this morning was getting the drawing down to these buildings in the foreground. There's a lot of perspective issues involved with them, but I've got them blocked in and simplified and established that another thing with this particular painting was the light was changing a lot throughout the day. It's really nice right now, and the sun finally came out. It was completely overcast this morning, so I've switched a lot of things. You can come in closer here. Initially this area here was a light value, and I've switched it to a darker, deeper blue as with this, so I've made some changes as the painting has gone along, but it's pretty well there. But I'll show you, I'm just doing these clouds in a very suggestive way, but still with getting the perspective of clouds. We usually don't think of clouds as having perspective, but I'm getting these clouds as they go back in space. The bottom clouds are actually kind of like that today. The others have been coming and going, but what I'm endeavoring to do is get a succession of layers going back into deep space back here to the horizon, and I'll just restate that a little bit right there, and then this paint dries pretty quickly, especially with this fast drying white, which helps with moving it around, but just doing them in very kind of suggestive, indistinct ways. Okay, I'm going to move down to the figure here. They've changed. There was a guy here earlier, but I'll have to redo these later, but I just want to get a suggestion of something there, that figure. And there's a guy that was reading there this morning. Up a little bit. I want to get a light blue here on his shirt. I guess I'll use the guy that's actually there now as the model for this. There. But I need to come in here with this background color to get the value relationship established. As we say, color gets the credit, but value does the work. So what I'm endeavoring here to do is just bring in this dark color, this darker blue around here a little bit. But mostly working in generalities and large masses of shape at this stage, and finish up the details later on. This boat, it's gone, but it was there earlier, but it didn't have its sails up, but I could tell by the mast what they were probably going to look like when it was in full sail. And the light on the rocks, that's another thing I can go to just for a little bit here now. I'll use the same brush, and they've really got a nice sculptural quality to them. It's really quite beautiful. It's bringing out the shape of these, I don't mean clouds, I think I said clouds, of these rocks in the on the cliff opposite here. I want to get a kind of a purplish color, and I'm using ultramarine blue, and this is Prussian blue here. Let's see how that's going to work. It's pretty close. When I started here this morning, none of these shadows and patterns were visible, and now it's bringing out the three-dimensionality, the sculptural quality of these rocks. In a very nice way, so you can see the shape and the form of them, and over here too. I'm using this bluish color here, but actually they might be a little bit darker than that, but I want to get a suggestion of space. And they come down here to this roof line over here, like that. And I guess there's some other ones in here. I can go over that burnt umber drawing line that you can probably see there. Sometimes I like to leave the drawing lines in to show the process of drawing. Process of painting. Maybe I'll just come over here with a few other. I thought my easel was starting to tilt there. Okay, I think that's going to be it for now. I've got everything established as I had hoped to this morning. I've been working on this painting for a couple of hours, and I just wanted to get an impression and a record of my stay here at Monhegan Island. Okay, thank you so much.